Now, President Trump believes that the media has it very, very wrong about him. They're not seeing the real Donald Trump. They're not seeing the man who is incredibly well-educated and very, very smart. In fact, earlier today, he had this interview where he talked about the media. Let's watch.
Makes me more uncivil than I am. You know, people don't understand. I went to an Ivy League college. I was a nice student. I did very well. I'm a very intelligent person. The fact is, I really believe the press creates a different image of Donald Trump than the real person.
The media, going after Donald Trump, making him look like he's stupid or something, which he guarantees that he is not stupid. In fact, he's very, very smart.
And then they say, "Is Donald Trump an intellectual?" Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
He's like a smart person. In fact,
I'm like a smart person.
Yeah, he's totally a smart person. So media, lay off, man. You got to lay off Donald Trump. He's actually super incredibly smart because he went to an Ivy League school. Now, it's funny is that people who are really, really intelligent usually don't have to go on television and talk about how smart they are. But okay, look, yeah, it's true. He did go to an Ivy League school. This is Wharton Business School, a very prestigious school. In fact, they have a little bit of an image problem of being a little too prestigious. A lot of people tend to go from Wharton to Wall Street. So that makes a lot of younger people, such as myself, people younger than I am, a millennial generation, we're kind of staying away from those business schools because, well, you don't want to be associated with Wall Street and their reckless greed. So, but anyway, like I said, going to an Ivy League school doesn't necessarily doesn't make you smart. Okay. For one, there is this little thing called legacy admissions. That's how you actually get in there. Many people think that, no, you actually have to be smart to get in these schools. No, you don't. You either have to know somebody who went to that school before, legacy admissions, as I said, or be super, super rich and just buy your way in. And that's the sad truth. Do you think George W. Bush was smart? The guy went to both Yale and Harvard, and he could hardly string two sentences together. So that dude was, I'm sorry, he was not smart. But he did have money and he had a lot of political connections. Now, some of you might be thinking, come on, you're still being incredibly unfair. Especially since we don't know Donald Trump's grades. We don't know what he actually got in those business classes. He might have done really, really well. Well, we don't know because he never released his transcripts. Oddly enough, that was something a lot of right-wingers were trying to get President Obama to release. Release your college transcripts. Because they didn't believe a black guy could actually do well in college. The racism is unbounded. There are no bounds to it. But going back to Donald Trump, well, since we don't know his grades, yes, but we do know what at least one of his professors thought. Earlier this year, one of Trump's former college professors, it was revealed that he had once spoken about the kind of student Donald Trump was. Okay. Now, this is the late Professor William T. Kelly. Now, he taught marketing at Wharton School of Business and Finance in Pennsylvania for 31 years until he retired in 1982. Now, Kelly also happened to be a business consultant and an author of a widely used textbook called Marketing Intelligence, The Management of Marketing Information. So this guy apparently knows what he's doing. He was very well respected and very intelligent. And here comes Donald Trump, who was an undergrad student at Wharton for the latter of his college years, having graduated in 1968. We know because that was around the time that he had been getting deferments from Vietnam for his education. And then later on went on to say, oh, I've got bone spurs in my feet. I can't go to Vietnam, I got bone spurs. And then later on, described his own personal Vietnam as avoiding VD. Gotta be kidding me. But, okay. So he goes to this school and under this professor, William Kelly. And so what did Kelly have to say about him? Well, according to a good friend, Frank DePremia, Professor Kelly told me 100 times over 3 decades that Donald Trump was the dumbest goddamn student I ever had. And he says, I remember his inflection and emphasis. It went like this. Donald Trump was the dumbest goddamn student I ever had. Damn. Now, Kelly told him this after Trump had become a celebrity, but wasn't actually in politics. Now, Kelly often referred to Trump's arrogance when he told the story that Trump came to Wharton thinking he basically knew everything. That sounds about familiar. Trump's still the same after all these years, thinking, oh, trust me, I know everything. I'm super smart. In fact, this is Trump now.
I'm smart, not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Okay. Nobody's as smart as Donald Trump, and I'm just not getting the respect for it. And that's what that video was about. I've got a tremendous brain. Nobody's smart. Nobody can match Donald Trump's brain. But anyway, look. I know that there are some people on the left that are like, hey, let's be fair. Donald Trump's probably mentally impaired. Actually, I do believe that he's always been this stupid. And he's at least certainly had this attitude, even if he wasn't dumb. Now, there's another biographer, Gwenda Blair, who wrote in 2001 that Trump was admitted to Wharton on a special favor from a friendly admissions officer. The officer had known Trump's older brother, Freddie. So look, again, he didn't have to be smart to get into Wharton. But he has to know somebody, a legacy admission. Now, according to his former classmates, he did not excel when he was in school. According to Steve Perelman, a 1968 Wharton classmate and a former Daily Pennsylvania news editor, said he was not in any kind of leadership. I certainly doubt he was the smartest guy in the class. Okay. Hey, not the smartest doesn't necessarily mean dumb. Even though I would definitely go with dumb. Some classmates also speculated that Trump skipped class, others that he commuted to New York on weekends. 1968 Wharton graduate Louis Calamaris recalled that Don, quote, was loath to really study much. He said that Trump would come to study groups unprepared and did not seem to care about being prepared. Well, why would you want to study and be prepared for stuff that you already know? I mean, come on, I already know everything. Why do I need to study? Why do I need to prepare? Now, I got everything that I need because I'm Donald Trump with my fantastic brain. This is a guy, by the way, look, you have all, in school, I'm sure you've all been in that group with that one person that's either never there, or when they're there, they don't actually do anything, and then later on try to get the credit. That's Donald Trump. We've all had those group partners before. He's not like a smart person, and apparently not even a good student, and so everything about this person is a lie, everything that he says. But we already knew he was painfully stupid. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess he's right that the media is mean for calling him, for basically pointing out that he is stupid. But I guess sometimes the truth just hurts. Sad. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.